Alright, I'm leaving everything in capable hands of the Almighty. And it looks like nature is on my side. All my hard work in the heat wave is going to be rewarded with pleasant weather for the rest of the week that we're gone. Everything got watered and then watered some more, and looks like there'll be scattered showers while we're out. So everybody should survive the transplant shock. But unfortunately, I'm gonna miss the main attraction. Looks like the bearded iris is blooming. And this isn't recording very good. Looky Lou, it's so beautiful. Wow. And there's gonna be a few more. That's awesome. Well, this will show you what I know about flowers. We are back, and this bearded dragon orchid is glorious. It's been blooming for, has it been over a week? Yeah, over a week now. And it's got a nice fragrance, like almost like what you would make soap out of. It's really exquisite. And since it's spreading itself, there will be a lot more in the future. I hope to replace some of these, I think, daylilies back here that were already here with more of this. We'll see how that works out. Now, not all was good visiting without being in the garden. Nothing that could be helped by myself. It's all weather related. Oh well, I could have planted it earlier, but Nazaki cabbage is never stood a chance. It is already going to flower, so that is the end for that until I reseed in July. The cauliflower, still not to be determined whether that's going to make it through. I see, oh, we've got some scapes. That's some garlic that got left behind, and it overwintered, so it's already scaping, which is early compared to its cousins. The onions looking good. Those were also left over winter. I know there was something else. Oh yeah, the spinach. The spinach is also done. It has suffered its heat wave, and it should be picked, and we can plant something else there. So I'm tempted. I believe this is pokeweed. That's what Google says. I'll do more research. But I am tempted to try it. It's supposed to be poisonous. You have to super cook it, boil it twice at least, and then saute it or whatever you want to do with it. I just don't have the time, really. But I am super tempted. I'm not trying to do a tour, but just point out, like, that's already gone. That was purple sprouting broccoli. So technically, should be harvesting. That's regular broccoli, so it looks okay still, and that's probably similar. The Mizunas have bolted also. The arugula potatoes are doing well. I still have to find a place to plant these recent milkweed and Joe Pye weed. Garlic still looking beautiful. See, these have no scapes yet. And then these potatoes that just got planted more recently are also doing well. Those brassicas look okay. Peppers look okay. There were still some nights in the 40s. And I'm trying to pick some of these early flowers off, because I think it's not doing the plant any good at this stage. Alright, let's look closer at this area. So again, this bed pepper's doing fine. The eggplant, maybe getting some flea beetle damage, but otherwise fine. I still need to weed that area and start getting the okra in. So the same thing here. This was some early brassicas, and the Nazaki cabbage here has also bolted already. But I think everything else is doing fine. That's a borage. This is supposed to be corn. It's spotty germination on the corn. We have some seeds left that we might be plunking in the coming days. And for some reason, this spot right here did really well. A little too well. They're very close together. What happened there? Jeez. And then the tomatoes are all up. I plunked in some pigeon peas, or no, these are dragon tongue beans that I plunked in every other tomato. I had time to cover up the wine cap mushrooms. Oh, there's one that popped up in that last rain we had. And then I still have to get mulch under these tomatoes. And some I tried to string up, but see that this was a fail. So like this one's going all wonky. This was on the string, but I think the rain pushed it down. So I have to do that. But pretty good otherwise. Ooh, the foxglove starting to pop. But these plants look stressed out. Wow. Also, this yarrow is looking like it's ready. Yeah, something's hitting a beetle of some kind. I'm pretty sure because of the... you can't... Yeah, there we go. It's like little pock marks on the leaves. This is the mint, and it's getting blackish ends there. The ginger's doing well. It's got more pups. He's supposed to keep this covered. In this bed I plunked in, I think these are the pigeon peas. And then I did have a loofah here, but that did not survive for some reason. The other loofah, this one, faring better. The sweet potatoes, still no peas. I did find a yellow squash, yellow zucchini, so I planted that in. And then over here is where I had the other two loofahs. There and in the corner. So those look fine. And yeah, overall, things are good. What we're looking forward to now are the strawberries. There's a nice one there. And everywhere. They're coming. I try to keep this on top of this bed in particular because I really want that big fruit that's coming in there. And hopefully the squirrel and the chipmunk won't get to it first, as they already have in some places. This is another bed with a lot of flowering spinach and needs to be weeded. Apparently I left a potato tuber in there, so that's a potato coming up. The lettuce is holding on. Still some harvest to be done. This is radish. I see some already bolting. Wonderful. More soft neck garlic. They're doing okay. And then the berries here are not really anything to speak of. They're very tiny. So probably underwatered. Ugh, there's a caterpillary thing. Where is it? Well, it's There it is. Ugh, hate those. Yeah, so there's fruit, but they're really tiny. There's nothing I can do about that now. I mean, water, obviously. And then that exploded. I have to remove that thing. Oh, this Mizuna here hasn't bolted yet. Those were put in by me. And I have to go through these jars and see if there's anything worth saving. I lost a lot of it to the heat and underwatering. The alyssum seems okay, but other than that, I can't eyeball right now anything else. So the first strawberries came from this container, and I lost one to something because that one got nicely chomped on, but you know, we got those nice 3 fruits. This is one of the ever-bearing, not quite ready. Wait, do we see some? Maybe one. This one looks promising. Yep, it's good. It could be sweeter, so I do need to feed. And being that it's ever-bearing, it would help to be fed often. So it's hard to discern with the weeds, but the jicama on this side and the other side need a trellis. But instead of some kind of elaborate teepee, I just found some extra wire I had and looped it as tight as I could. And so that's going to be the trellis. And I'll even plant a couple more flowers that vine and use that as its trellis. Looking good, fennels. I'm not sure what to make of the onions. Some are looking, I don't know, like twisty. What's up with that? And another arugula going to flower. The tatsoi are also done. They're flowering now. So that is the end of the Asian greens until the fall. This is the bok choy. That's way huge. So that frees me up like 9 holes, pockets of the green stalk that I can plant something else into. Yay! So we had a nice trip. Very not relaxing. Pre and post. You know, beforehand I had to get all those plants out. I had to make sure everybody was watered enough to last 6 days that we were away, and then post was just catching up post vacation stuff, a lot of laundry of course, and then watering. Although we had a good water over the weekend, and that kept, well, that helped quite immensely. So it was mostly like the house plants and stuff inside still that I was worried about, but everything pretty much went okay. I think that's the end of any long, we don't usually take super long vacations anyway, but that's that, and it's back to really keeping up with the garden now. I have so much weeding. I gotta mulch, especially the tomatoes. I want to collect some compost and feed everybody, but mostly the potatoes. And yeah, so time to get roaring again. It's still kind of chilly, actually. We're still experiencing some 40-degree nights, but June is just around the corner and just gotta get on it. All right, thanks for hanging out. I will talk to you all again soon, so I'll harvest more. Bye.